The Egg Island Horror. Once upon a time, there was a tiny island in the middle of the ocean. On this island, only eggs lived, but these weren't ordinary eggs each. One had its own unique personality. They spent their days playing, exploring, and living in peace, unaware of the looming danger that would change everything and destroy some of the eggs. No other creatures had ever visited the island. One morning, all the eggs woke up with a sense of dread. According to an old legend, every year, on a certain night, a dark force would approach the island. That night was drawing near, and the eggs couldn't shake the fear that clung to the air. The bravest egg, named Yumi, gathered all the eggs together. "We need to stick together," she said. "If we can make it through tonight, maybe we'll be safe." The other eggs looked at each other, trembling, but they trusted Yumi and followed her. The wind picked up, and the sea turned rough. The eggs huddled together behind a large rock, their hearts pounding in their shells. Yumi listened closely and suddenly heard a chilling sound crack, crack. One egg broke, then another. A dark shadow loomed above them, swallowing the light. The broken egg spilled a thick, pitch-black substance, and out of the cracks, dark, shadowy creatures began to emerge. Yumi's heart raced. She turned to see her closest friend, Zico, shatter into pieces. As Zico hit the ground, a strange, rustling noise came from the broken eggs. The shadowy creatures that rose from the cracked shells were no longer just dark figures. They were alive and moving. The eggs huddled in silence, but Yumi's eyes darted around, trying to stay calm. Suddenly, she heard the faint voice of her tiny and fragile friend Yumiko. "Leave me!" Yumiko cried out. Yumi spun around, but before she could move, Yumiko was knocked down and swallowed by one of the dark creatures. The creature absorbed her, and her egg-like shell vanished into the abyss, leaving only a ripple of darkness. Yumi felt her fear turn to rage. They couldn't just stand by and let this happen. They had to fight back, not just for themselves, but for all the eggs on the island. Yumi sprang to her feet. "Come on, we can win this together," she shouted. The other eggs, filled with a renewed sense of courage, rallied around her. They fought back with all their might, but with each egg that shattered, the light around them grew dimmer.